Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Ruby, I live here in New York City, and this is my lifestyle channel. So if you like what you see and you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Our next goal for this channel is to hit 7K, hopefully by the end of March. I post new videos 3 times a week, so there's always tons of new content to watch. And be sure to also go follow me on TikTok. I post daily content over there, actually multiple pieces of daily content, so be sure to go give me a follow there too. We're trying to hit 20,000. We are seriously getting so close. We're less than like 500 followers away. So I have been getting questions both on here and on my TikTok to do more Dyson Airwrap tutorials, and I've had a lot of people specifically here on my YouTube channel asking me like what looks different about my hair recently and the way that I've been styling it. And I'm honestly like so happy that you guys have caught on, because yes, there's definitely been a different way that I've been styling my hair with my Dyson Airwrap every single time that I use it. It's a little less curly, and it just is mostly focused on body volume and kind of that salon blowout look. And it's also one of those looks that I find wears really well like on day 2, day 3, and the more it falls, the better it looks. I filmed the actual tutorial for this in the morning. This is later in the day as I'm filming the intro and outro. I just got done actually filming a self-tape audition, and even though the hair has definitely fallen, I feel like it still looks so good. Without further ado though, I think we should just jump into this Dyson Airwrap tutorial. If you guys want to see more videos focused around my Dyson, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, obviously, let me know what you think of this tutorial, and yeah, let's just jump in. Okay, so I just got out of the shower. As you can tell, I have no makeup on. I just have an oversized t-shirt on. I'm actually gonna film this tutorial on my vlog camera just because it's obviously like so much smaller, so it's easier to film in the bathroom with a smaller camera where I don't have to use a tripod and my giant DSLR. I can just use my vlog camera and set it in the bathroom cabinet like this. But yeah, okay, so I've been out of the shower for a couple of minutes. I feel like my hair is already starting to dry a bit, but I need to put like my pre-styling products in it. So up first, I'm gonna be using the First Aid Beauty Scalp Serum. You guys know I love this stuff so much. I actually don't deal with dandruff, but I do deal with a itchier scalp in the winter, which is interesting because I actually have like not a very dry scalp to begin with, but I find that this is so helpful. It's like instantly cooling. They say the best way to apply this is to like part your hair in sections and just do a couple drops of this. I just kind of like go all over and very gently place a couple of drops. Only in my scalp, obviously. I don't apply this like to the actual like length of my hair, but then I just go in with my fingers and I just kind of rub it in. It's amazing, like I said, just how instantly cooling this is. Next up, I'm going to be using my leave-in conditioner that's also a heat protectant. This is from Way, and this is their leave-in conditioner, but the limited edition scent that they did with Byredo. It was their collaboration. Yeah, I love this because it provides a really nice amount of hydration without weighing down your hair. It has a heat protectant built in. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that about this product. So if you can see, I just apply this to the middle, to the ends of my hair. I don't apply this like to the root, because obviously if you apply leave-in conditioner there, it gets pretty oily pretty fast. So instead what I do is I take whatever's left on my hands and I just quickly kind of, again, rub it in. This collaboration though smells so good, and it actually lasts in your hair. It doesn't smell like that strong, like it doesn't mix with your perfume, and it's not gonna kind of like throw off the scent of that, but it's just so nice. I feel like every time I like toss my hair, run my fingers through it, I can smell it. Okay, so already in that short amount of time that I was working that pre-styling product through my hair, I feel like my hair has already started to dry a good bit, which is great because obviously you don't want to use your Dyson Airwrap on sopping wet hair. They say to dry it to about 90%. I kind of like to do like 70%. Like I still like a little bit of moisture in the hair. Now, when styling my hair, how I've been doing it recently, shocker, but I've actually been loving a little bit more of a part to the middle. Now, I hesitate to say a complete middle part because it's not, like it would have to still be over quite a bit. But like I said, I have been enjoying it a little bit more to the center, as opposed to like the majority of the part kind of going over to my left side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take one of these giant claw clips and I'm going to clip up the top section of my hair. But what I do is I take my thumbs and I go kind of like behind my ear and then up, and then I don't even brush out what I just took up, but I twist it, plop it up onto the top of my head, and then secure it with the claw clip, just so that it's out of the way for now. We don't have to do anything crazy with it. So now with the hair that's left down, I'm just gonna brush it out to make sure that there aren't any tangles in it. I feel like that leave-in conditioner does a really good job though. Like, this is my first time brushing through my hair since I got out of the shower, and like there's no major knots, which is amazing. I would say that at this point, my hair is probably 50% of the way dry. And because of what I'm gonna use next, I'm not actually even gonna go in with the blow dry attachment and do a rough dry. We're actually gonna skip that part, which I know is a little odd, but I feel like because I've already been like, you know, talking through things and putting the styling products in my hair, time has passed and it's dried to the point that I don't really need to do a rough dry right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this smoothing brush attachment from the Dyson. I'm gonna attach it. It's seriously so easy. And this is the smoothing brush attachment with the little pink beads on the bristles. I find that this one is just like a lot more gentle and really aids in helping just like all the shine come back to your hair. So what I'm gonna do with this attachment is I'm gonna use it to dry and straighten the bottom section of hair that we still have left out and not in the clip. I'm gonna make sure that the roots are really, really dry by the time I get done using this, but I'm gonna leave a little bit of moisture left in the ends of my hair, and I will explain why. Basically, we want to lock in the sleek and straight style from the root to like the middle of the hair, but we don't want to lock it in for the ends quite yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna fast forward through this, obviously because I don't want you guys to be like scared to death from the loud noises of the Dyson. I feel like this vlog camera mic can be super sensitive, so I don't want to scare you guys. But yeah, and also I'm gonna use it on the highest heat setting and the highest fan setting.
My love language is your time and attention.
I just want to say, look how quickly and how effective that is. Like, it's so sleek, it's so straight. Obviously, there was still a little bit of flyaways because I haven't used like a hair oil or anything, but this attachment is so good.
Some of it to me. I've been lonely lately. I've been feeling neglected, and I want you to show me. Can we get back on the same page tonight? Can we stay?
Okay, so roots are completely dry. I've really focused on kind of smoothing out, like I said, the top to like the midsection of my hair, but the ends of my hair still have like not any sort of like style to them, but they also still have a little bit of moisture left in them. And what I've really been liking is this kind of like under section of my hair to be kind of sleek and straight, but the ends to still have a little bit of body, kind of like that fake blowout look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the smoothing brush attachment, and we are going to be using the larger barrel attachments that come with the Dyson Airwrap. So the last Dyson tutorial that I did was like my typical kind of like wavy curly routine, and I used the tighter barrels for that look. This one, I don't want so much curl as I do just want body and that salon blowout look, which is why I'm going for the larger barrels. You might think that these are gonna give you big curls, but honestly, when they fall, it's just more like body and volume, for lack of a better word. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the larger barrel attachments, and you'll see when I like play this next clip and like fast forward through it, I'm literally just gonna take sections of hair and only curl the ends. So like the last, what is this, like 3 to 4 inches? And you'll see when it's done, it's just gonna give my hair that little extra like oomph that it needs. It's just not gonna be so flat, right? It's gonna still have movement to it. And I'm not gonna brush them out, I'm not gonna touch them until they're completely cool. So once I curl a piece, I'm just gonna like put it behind my shoulder and let it go. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna curl away from my face, so the same as I do with like my normal Dyson Airwrap curls routine.
And why don't you talk to me, let's start a conversation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Talk to me, we don't need a translation. When you spend your time with me, one side is done. You can obviously tell the difference. Like, it just gives it more shape and body, and it's just like, I love it. I think I forgot to say this, but when using the Dyson, what I do is I obviously like put it on like the heat setting for about 10 seconds, then I blast it with a cool shot for about 5 to 7 seconds, and then I let the curl fall. So that's what I do. My love language is your love and affection. Won't you give some of it to me? Yeah, I need you present instead of giving me presents. You're not getting off that easily. Oh, when we get back on the same page, tonight we can stay.
Still not gonna brush them out, not gonna touch the curls yet, but I am going to set it lightly with hairspray. I definitely do think that hairspray is necessary when using the Dyson Airwrap, regardless of the style that you're doing, just to like lock it in. But I like to be very conservative with my hairspray just because, I don't know, I feel like it's not the best for your hair. So I always like to go very lightly, but I also like to use a very light hold hairspray as well. You guys know I love the Moneymaker hairspray from Drybar, but it has been out of stock for months. I have a bottle of it here in my like hair care drawer, but I only have like that much left, so I'm trying to save it until it comes back in stock. But this has been a really great hairspray, kind of in the waiting period, waiting for the Drybar one to come back. This is from Living Proof, and this is their Flex hairspray. It also has a heat protectant in it. I was doing some research before I bought this, and it says you can actually use this on damp or dry hair. Now, I've never tried it on damp hair, simply just because I'm really afraid that it would maybe make my hair feel just like weird and crunchy, but on dry hair it works beautifully. You can get this at Sephora, but I actually got this at TJ Maxx recently, so I would definitely recommend checking out your local TJ Maxx because I basically got this for like 50% off. I think it was at TJ Maxx because they're like changing their packaging a little bit, but it's the exact same product and it works great. That's literally all I do. I use so little, especially because like there's not a lot of style going on yet. Okay, so now it's time to obviously do the top half of my hair. So I'm gonna take it out of the clip. I'm gonna start with the right side again. I'm just gonna brush this out because obviously this did get a little tangly because I didn't brush it out when putting it up in the clip, but it's not that bad. So I like the front half of my hair to be the section that has the most volume, the most body. I have curtain bangs that I'm kind of debating on whether or not I finally want to grow out. I don't know. But I do like the volume that it gives to like the front of the hair and like the hairline. I don't know, that's just kind of like a little random thought there. But because I like the front of my hair to have more of that volume, and I hesitate to say like curl recently because again it's been just mostly kind of like a looser like wave and volume on the top. I'm actually gonna skip using the smoothing brush for the front section of my hair, and I'm just gonna use these larger barrels. Now you might think, Ruby, isn't that gonna look a little odd because technically like the other section of your hair is straight and then just a little curled at the ends? But I think the fact that they are curled at the ends really helps it all blend seamlessly together. And this is how I've been doing my hair pretty much every single time I've styled it recently with my Airwrap, and you guys seem to love it, so it can't look that crazy, right? But yeah, so I'm just gonna go and dry the front section with the larger barrels away from my face. I'm not gonna brush it out. I want it to fully set before I do anything.
Talk to me, let's start a conversation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Talk to me, we don't need a translation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Love language, love language. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Love language, love language. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Oh, won't you let me in? So we can get back on the same page.
So as you guys saw, I put in some hairspray, still haven't brushed them out, but the curls have already started to fall a decent amount. Now in order to still get just a little bit more lift in the front, I'm sure you guys have noticed like the way that I've been wearing my hair recently, I like a little bit more volume kind of near the curtain bangs just to kind of make everything, I don't know, just a little bit more fun. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these two, I believe these are alligator clips actually. I almost called the really large clip I used earlier an alligator clip, but I think these are them. I'm gonna use these to clip back and push back the front like layers of my hair and kind of let them set like that while I do my makeup and finish getting ready. You've also probably noticed that I still haven't put any finishing oil in my hair yet, and that is because I do not like to do that until the very end. I feel like if I was to put it in right now, it would kind of like rush the like falling process, and it would make the waves and curls fall even faster. So I like to do that as like my very last step, if that makes sense. But for now I'm gonna put these in right here, just give them a little lift. So it looks like that. Looks a little crazy, but I promise it's totally worth it. The difference isn't anything insane, but it definitely does give more volume in the front when you let these down. And when I let them down, I'll also apply a little bit more hairspray, but you'll see that when I get to that. So for right now, I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm gonna film a TikTok actually while I do my makeup, and then we will be back. Okay, so makeup is done. I actually love my makeup today. I filmed 2 TikToks breaking down the foundation that I'm wearing today, but also this lip combo. So if you want to see that, I think it will definitely be up by the time that this video goes live. Yeah, a little mini hair break though. Appreciation for the makeup. I don't know why, I'm just obsessed with it. I also lined my lips a little differently today. I've always had like slightly fuller lips, but I feel like the way I lined them today just like amplified that even more. I'm not mad at it, but it's like definitely a little different for me. I don't know though, let me know what you guys think. I really like this makeup today. Now it is time for the final step in how I've been styling my hair recently with my Dyson Airwrap. I am going to take out these clips. Obviously, we are not going to leave my hair like this, but already, can you guys see like the extra little volume that that gave around the face? And like I said, we're gonna fix this, but it definitely just gives it some lift. Obviously though, the final step is to now use a finishing oil. Currently, I've been using the Olaplex No. 7 bonding oil. Now this oil is actually really cool because it is a heat protectant as well. You guys know I've really been enjoying the Way leave-in conditioner though, so that's what I've been using for my heat protectant, but if I didn't have that, I would probably use this as both my heat protectant and my finishing oil. I really do like it though. I feel like you can use a lot and it doesn't weigh your hair down. I would say either this or the Orbe like finishing oil are my top favorites. But yeah, so I'm just gonna apply kind of a generous amount in the palm of my hands. I don't know, I feel like using really high quality hair oil and using a decent amount of it is part of the reason why my hair is just so healthy and looks the way that it does. I get a lot of questions on like what I do, and I think the biggest thing is obviously like investing in your shampoo and your conditioner and a really good deep conditioning mask, but also just a great hair finishing oil. So I like to warm this up in my hands just because that's when I find that it works the best. It also smells like a spa. Like it's not too crazy, but it smells so good. Okay, and then I'm just gonna run it through my hair, focusing mostly obviously on the ends in the middle of my hair. And obviously we all deal with like flyaways at the top, so whatever's left over on my fingers, I'll just run on the top. You don't want to put obviously too much oil on the roots of your hair. You definitely don't want to do that. But by the time I've run my hands through the rest of my hair, whatever's left on my hands is very minimal. But after that, you guys, that's literally the routine. So you get some really nice kind of like voluminous waves. I hesitate to say waves because I feel like this almost just like emulates a blowout, but you just get some really beautiful like glossy texture. You get volume at the top. I swear to God, that alligator clip trick like really does it. I don't know, I just feel like it's so classic and it just looks so good. I've really been enjoying this as opposed to a full head of like the curls that I was doing at the time of my previous Dyson Airwrap tutorial. That's not to say that I still don't do that on some days, but I feel like for the most part, like this is just kind of it for me. I don't know, I feel like it's just a little bit more mature. I feel very womanly when I style my hair like this, and I just really like it, and apparently a lot of you guys do too. I was getting lots of questions on like, Ruby, what changed? Like, how are you styling your hair now? And I feel like this is one of those styles that honestly, like second day, third day, it looks just as good. Like maybe I'll touch up the pieces in the very front, but the rest of my hair I really don't touch until the next time I wash my hair. I don't know, I feel like the more you just kind of like wear it, it just looks even better. There you guys have it. That is how I've recently been styling my hair with my Dyson Airwrap. I really hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and again, click that subscribe button down below because it really helps me out. Be sure to follow me on all of my other social media networks, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Clubhouse. Check out my Amazon shop. I love you guys so much. I hope that you all are staying safe, happy, and healthy, and I will see you guys again very, very soon in my next video. Okay? Bye, everybody.